Peter Obi, my brother, please hold Southeast tightly. You are doing a good job for my party, Kwankwaso. So what is Kwankwaso trying to say here? That Peter Obi is working on Southeast state on behalf of his party. Let's see what he has to say about that statement. Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, the presidential flag bearer of the new Nigerian People's Party (Nnpp) and the former governor of Kano State, appealed to the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Gregory Obi, to hold the Southeast region firmly because he sees it as an advantage to his party and Nigerians. He made this statement after he was asked by the Nigerian Guild of Editors during a town hall meeting of presidential candidates if he was contesting for the presidency to take votes from all Progressive Congress to create a political deadlock. In his words, there are so many Nigerians that still don't understand the way we operate. Nnpp is not taking votes from PDP or APC. We are taking votes from people who are not happy and people who will be voting for the first time. And this, my brother Peter Obi, whom I believe is going to speak next, please hold Southeast very well. You are doing a good job for my party and Nigerians. The town hall meeting was organized by Arise TV and the Center for Democracy and Development in partnership with Vanguard Newspaper, Premium Times, and Nigerian Guild of Editors and the Nigerian Union of Journalists. All right. So what Kwankwaso is saying here is that Peter Obi should continue to hold Southeast for him, that he's holding the state for Nnpp, the New Nigerian People's Party. How can that be? Is he trying to say that Peter Obi is going to lose the Southeast states? Is he saying that he is more popular in the Southeast states than Peter Obi? We need to get that clear. Now we understand that this same Kwankwaso was in PDP, all right? Just like Peter Obi was in PDP as well. And because of the way things are happening in PDP, Kwankwaso jetted out of PDP and then had to form an Nnpp, New Nigerian People's Party. Just like Peter Obi at the dying minute also left PDP and then joined Labour Party and became more popular than every presidential candidate in Nigeria. And we also have it on record that Kwankwaso at a point, having seen the level of popularity that Peter Obi is garnering, approached Peter Obi for merging. And in the merger, what Kwankwaso planned was that he would be the presidential candidate of the new merged party, while Peter Obi will be his vice president. How can you play that kind of card to somebody who is already independent and autonomous? All right? And that approach, that negotiation did not produce a result because it was observed that Kwankwaso was trying to reap cheaply from the popularity that Peter Obi has already established. That doesn't work. That is trying to get cheap popularity. You can't get that popularity cheap. Peter Obi did not get it cheap because Peter Obi has been talking to Nigerians home and abroad for years now, for over 4 years. All right. And where was Kwankwaso? Kwankwaso was in Kano State there doing his own thing in his own state. Nobody knows him, apart from being a former governor of Kano State under the PDP. That is all. All right. So because he had done that negotiation and it did not work, because Peter Obi refused to budge, refused to submit to that kind of negotiation, he pulled back. And now what he's trying to say is that Peter Obi will not even win the Southeast states, that the Southeast states is for him. Because all the people in the Southeast states have never voted before, they are going to vote for Nnpp. What a hope. What a hope. Can Kwankwaso even win Kano at this moment? People still see him as a political bigwig in Kano State. Can he win Kano State at this moment? How popular is he in Kano State at this moment? That is going to migrate all the way from Kano State to come and win Southeast states. All right, away from Peter Obi. I don't see how that will work. I really don't see how that will work. So because all of this has happened, it means that Kwankwaso is still nursing that grievance against Peter Obi and against the Labour Party for not accepting him into the party, or for not accepting a major plan that will put him as president and put Peter Obi as his vice president. Is that not a kind of cheap, gaining cheap popularity? And between him and Peter Obi, who is smarter, who is more intelligent, who knows Nigeria better, apart from playing ethnic politics and religious politics, who knows Nigeria better, who has a better antecedent, all right, who is more presentable to the populace, both local and international, who can represent Nigeria better. It's not about it's not about age, and it's not about any other sentiment. Putting sentiment, all forms of sentiment aside, let's look at reality. Let's look at the situation objectively. Who is more fit to be president of Nigeria? All right, between Peter Obi and Kwankwaso. And who is even more popular, home and abroad? Who is more widely accepted, home and abroad, between Kwankwaso and Peter Obi? So for Kwankwaso to come here and be telling, Peter Obi is already dividing the vote in the north with Dati by his side. They're already dividing the northern votes, because even in Ikano, most of the votes will come to Peter Obi. Already, Dati's senior brother, who is there in Kano, is already working for Labour Party, because even though he's still in, I think he's in PDP or APC or so, but his junior brother joining the Labour Party, he's going to work for Labour Party, whether we like it or not, and it will come to pass. All right. So even Kwankwaso is not sure of winning all the votes in Kano, and he's talking about southeastern states. Meanwhile, the Peter Obi is referring to is already dividing his votes in his state. So this is like hope in the breeze, hope in the air. It's not going to land anywhere, right? Because Peter Obi is already getting half of every state in this country, and he's going to win it. So let him not come and say Peter Obi should hold the southeastern states for him, because that is wishes in the blues. It's not going to come to reality. The real thing now, the real objective thing now is that Peter Obi is ahead of all of the presidential candidates of all the parties put together. Apart from the fact that they have their stolen cash that they intend to share to buy votes. I don't see how vote buying will work in this dispensation. Things have changed. The way things happened in 2015 and 2019 is not the way things will happen in 2023. Because people have learned their lessons. People have borrowed senses now. People will follow them, collect the cash from their hand, and still vote whoever they want to vote. I will not be surprised if Kwankwaso himself votes Peter Obi in that state. Because a lot of them are pretending so much now. I'm sure Kwankwaso at the end of the day will vote Peter Obi in that state. Yeah, just like some people are still saying that even Wike will vote Peter Obi in the River State. Most of the state governors will vote Peter Obi. I'm telling you. At state level, yes, they can do at their own party level. But at national level, they will all vote Peter Obi. I will see it will happen. It will happen. It will happen. So let them go and spend that stolen money and see how that will buy them votes during the election. It's the same stolen money they were spending in dollars during APC and PDP primaries that has thrown the exchange rate into dustbin at this moment. Now a pound is about 1,005 naira in the parallel market as at yesterday Monday. All right, because the people went there to spend dollars, buying delegates with dollars, to a point that a delegate became honorable after the delegate conference. They came back and they were calling themselves honorable delegates, because of the money they went there to spend. That has thrown inflation into the country, that has led to acute shortage of the dollar in circulation, that is now harming the execution of legitimate businesses that depend on dollars. You know, people are doing their business in dollars, and now they can't have the dollar to do their business. Even the international companies in Nigeria are now planning to pack. Airlines are planning to stop coming to Nigeria because of the dollar issue. How did it happen? The same people who are fighting to rule Nigeria by all cost actually were carrying money in bags and in cash in this country, and EFCC did not see them. ICPC did not see them. Meanwhile, the EFCC and ICPC are on the street chasing innocent people in the name of doing their job very well. But these big wigs are moving cash around and they're escorting them. They have both military and the police escorting them, and nobody's talking about it. And you want us to give you Nigeria to rule so that you can put all of us in your bullion van and in your pocket and then change our names into your names. That is the level of corruption that will take place. We have not seen corruption now. If somebody like APC candidate or PDP candidate wins this election 2023, we will see the kind of corruption that we have never seen in Nigeria. The one we are seeing now under Buhari will be a child's play. Let people just know that from now. So to avert that from happening, we should not make the mistake of voting them now. Otherwise, what we will see come 2023 after the presidential election, people will eat themselves. People will eat their children because of the kind of poverty that will come, the kind of corruption that will come. You will not drive freely in Lagos. You will not drive freely anywhere in Nigeria. You will see the kind of impunity and corruption that will be entrenched, that will be progressed, that will be elevated in this country. What we are seeing now will be a child's play. So let's not try that. And dollar we are seeing today that is almost over 900, getting to 1,000. We definitely go to 2,000 naira by next year if these people win. God will help all of us. But before then, we must be ready to vote wisely and vote all these old men out and retire them by force, so that they can allow young, smart, resilient people who are willing to sacrifice to better Nigeria to come into power. So that is what Kwankwaso is saying about Peter Obi in Southeast, to hold Southeast State for him. Let's see how that will work out for him. Thank you for listening, and let's also see your comment below.